Bonjour, this video is mainly for Mauritians who are stuck abroad, especially in London due to this COVID-19 situation. Actually, I was stuck in London too, and I just came back on the flight that was on 1st of August, and I am making this video to share everything that I know to give as much information as possible so that it helps you out just the way it helped me when I was able to get information beforehand. So what happened is I was in a group with other Mauritian people who were also stranded, and everybody was giving in their information, and we were always updated with whatever news that was coming. So it helped a lot. But at the same time, there was one girl especially who just went in the flight that was before 1st of August, and she gave me all the details that she received from the embassy, and it was such a blessing for me. So I want to do the same for you all, and in the hopes that you'll be prepared and it won't be like everything is shoved in your face at the last minute. So let's start from the beginning. But before that, to all the people who are stuck abroad, I would like to say that I feel you, I get you, and I know it is so frustrating and so annoying to be able to want to come back and not be able to know when you can do that. And all I can say is stay strong and keep pushing. So every time I got some information about the new flight, special flight going back to Mauritius, I would call the High Commission of Mauritius in London, and every time the response would be like, no, your name is not on the list, please wait, when we'll get the information we'll let you know, we don't know anything yet, the government decides all that. So
is why you fail.
okay, at least give us a day. If you're asking us to be patient, at least tell us till when should we wait. And I think it wasn't fair at all. It's not fair to make us wait that much, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who is disappointed with this lack of communication between the government and the embassy, or whatever that is. Anyway, in my case, I got a call on Monday telling me about a flight on 1st of August, which was a Saturday. And they asked me if I'd like to be in this flight. And of course, I was desperate to go back, to be home. And so I said yes. And then they put me in the waiting list. And I was told to look for clinics near me for the PCR swab test. A few hours after this phone call, I received a mail giving me all the details of the flight, which airport to go from, the ticket fare, what test needs to be done. There were certain deadlines for information to be passed on from us to the embassy. And also there was an attachment with the quarantine undertaking form, which is supposed to be filled and signed by us and presented at the airport, and it's part of one of the documents that we should have with us when we are boarding the flight. Mainly there are 5 documents that you should have. First is this attachment, quarantine undertaking form. You should have your PCR test certificate, your lab result, your ticket, and your passport. The ticketing was to be done exclusively by Air Mauritius for this flight especially. And first thing you get to do is, so on Monday I got the call, I was put in the waiting list. On Tuesday I had to do the swab test, and by Wednesday I was supposed to let the embassy know by mail that I have given the test and give them the name of the clinic. And then on Friday I was supposed to give them the test result. I got my result the next day after I did the test, which was on Wednesday. The PCR test is actually done by, like, they take a long cotton bud and they just insert it in your mouth, down your throat. They take a sample from there, and then they use the same cotton bud, same swab, and they insert it in your nose, and yeah, it wasn't comfortable at all. Yeah, you can imagine that. Once you confirm that you want to be in this flight, you get a call from Air Mauritius and they give you all the details again. So my ticket price was around £772 one way. I was allowed one baggage of 23 kg to be sent off, one 7 kg hand carry, and a bag to carry my laptop in. If you want another bag, 23 kg is not enough, then you are supposed to pay £110 extra to get the 20 kg. And if you want another 20 kg, you have to pay £200 more, which is honestly making money out of our misery. I went to the airport on Saturday. Yes, we're supposed to be there 4 hours in advance, and as soon as you go there, you can check in your bag, everything goes normally. There were some hand sanitizers at the airport, different portion, and even the bathroom was very clean in Heathrow. And as soon as you reach the gate where you're supposed to wait, there people were not really following social distancing. There was a lady that kept on bumping into me from behind, and it was quite annoying. Anyway, once you go in the plane, the service was okay-ish, but I had one issue with the air hostess there. So my seat was quite, not so close, but a bit close to the cabin, and assuming that this is a special flight and we are supposed to avoid much movement since we are the passengers, so I pressed the button to call the air hostess, and nobody was coming. And then there was a lady passing by, an air hostess passing by. I told her that I pressed it since a long time ago and nobody came to me. And she was like, oh, we were not in the cabin, that's why. But you're near the cabin, so you can go and get it yourself. Which was not professional at all, in my opinion. And besides that, the whole flight was okay. It was a 14-hour non-stop flight. And as soon as we reached the airport in Mauritius, we had a long queue to get our temperature checked. And then we were all made to sit, again, there was social distancing maintained, and we were all made to sit in one place where we were instructed about the protocols, and our names were called one by one. At the same time, we were handed over some documents which were the rules for us once we go in the hotel, how it will be. I will talk about this in my next video, so if you really need more information about that, stay tuned for that too. It will come soon, definitely. And then from there we move to the baggage area. We take our baggage and then we get it scanned, and from there our heavy bags, they go in one van, and we are made to sit in a bus and wait there for a while, and then we go to the hotel. So that will be all, and I hope what I've shared with you does help you somehow, makes you stay prepared in advance, and you know what steps to take, what is going to come to you, because it will be really at the last minute, most probably, and it will be very stressful. So I just want you to be ready for that. Personally, it was very stressful for me, and I was absolutely grateful for the person who gave me all this information beforehand. Yeah, it just saved me a lot of hassle. And yeah, I just wish you all a bon voyage whenever you're returning. Your turn will come, and I hope the borders open up soon for international flights, so you can come back with a regular fare and don't have to pay that much. So, and stay tuned for my next video, which will also be helpful, and take care.